Hello! Can you hear me? I can hear myself, so that's good enough. Hello! I am here in flesh and blood. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, so as you can see, or as you have already seen in the thumbnail, today will be a very special stream because we will recreate the joy you can experience while watching the joy of painting. So, we will get started. Now, first I introduce you to our little happy plan. Now, can you see this? Yeah, this isn't what we're gonna work on, because this is solely here for those people who tune in the first few minutes and then have something to stay. Because what I actually have is a lot worse. Or not worse, but just not nearly as finished. So if we take this away, you'll see nearly nothing. Well, it's a sketch. In case you couldn't see, I'm just gonna put this over here. Beautiful. And take this palette. Yeah. So, in case you couldn't tell, this is a sketch. And I can tell you, or I can show you, telling will be quite difficult, the references. Now, starting with our actual sketch, the first thing I did was also on a piece of paper, so traditional. And I'm not sure if you can see it properly, but I'll show you anyways. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, I think that's the best way to show it. So yeah, as you can see, there's like Chinese dragon, big, and some foreground elements and background elements to give it some scale and hopefully make it look awesome. And which I did digitally is fill in base colors and what I want to do with it, which you can see now. Yeah, so I didn't give a fuck about texturing or anything. So as you can see, I tried to go with like more violet, sky, and more warm colors, more or less, at least when it comes to the dragon, and having, you know, a blue contrast, a little bit contrasting. And well, that's the basic idea of the color. We're just gonna put this in the corner like so. There's a little reference, or maybe over here. Actually no, I think here's the better way. Yeah, like little reference. Alright, so without further ado, I would say we get right started with our base colors. Now, which is something that I realized while painting, is that the whole sketch on here will be useless, utterly useless. But you know, this is one of the things that we call a happy little accident. So, naturally, we won't fret over something like this. We will make the best out of it, which means realizing that the sketch that's already not too bad can be improved, because you're gonna do it again. Now, we will start with our happy little sky. And with that, or for that, we're gonna mix a few colors now. Or at least prepare a few colors. So starting with blue. So the plan is, wait, I got it, wait. The plan is to give here a little bit for blue, up here, and then go down and make it more violet, more on the warmer side. Like, not quite a sunrise, but then I just wanted to have a bit of violet in there. You know, first of all, I think it looks awesome. And also color theory, right? It's just gonna fit the theme, given that it's a very mystical color and shit. So I think we're gonna have, it's gonna be a fitting color. So yeah, just get started, right? I mean, no need to, you know, stretch this out any further. So we're gonna start with a beautiful violet. And yeah, why not? Let's take that color. I still have, you know, I just bought a new set of acrylics. So there are still a few unopened and fresh. I only used them once on a piece I had there earlier, or that you can see on the thumbnail. Say, we have beautiful blue. We're gonna need a bit more. Yeah, that's how it should be. Oh yeah. Some beautiful happy blue. And then we're gonna get a bit more on the big tube. I have the basic, the primary colors, and black and white in the big tubes because you can never have enough of those. Having some more blue because we're gonna need a lot, like really a lot. And then we're gonna mix it like the professionals are doing it with our little, I forgot how we call it, little paint knife. Oh yeah, see that? Oh no, you don't. Here, yeah, see that? Oh yeah, beautiful mixing. Oh yeah, might be a little bit too dark actually, but I mean, going up in the corners, it should be quite dark. So I might actually try this. You know, just give it a little try. Going a little bit. We're gonna put a little bit up there because we got a little bit too much for what we're gonna do next. Because the next thing we're gonna add is the thing I always put in your mom. Now have a good look, right? Wait. Yeah, have a good look. So yeah, in case you thought the same thing, you're thinking the same thing that I thought after seeing it for the first time. This is not cum. This is, in fact, it's paint thinner. That's supposed to thin out the paint, but you know, not sacrifice on the opacity and shit. So yeah, that's gonna be beautiful. That's our plan. Just a little bit more fluid, which is gonna make our lives a lot easier. So I'm just gonna put it on my table. No need to think further about it. Then we get started, right? On the corners, they can be like quite the dark colors, right? No need to think about it twice. So let's tap it, you know, a little bit. Give our brush a nice little paint. Then we're gonna go from outwards, some nice coloring. Yeah, that's what it should be. Nice on the corners. It's really dark, so I think I really want to only make the bare minimum here. Oh damn it. Yeah. Only the bare minimum outside. Because I don't want it to get too dark already. Like, I mean, it's not much of a problem with acrylic paint, but still, I think we don't need too much. It's gonna be too dark. And, you know, we want a happy little drawing, right? We don't want something that makes you feel depressed. So, we're gonna give it a nice, happy feel. Sorry, the color palette was in the screen. Oh yeah, nice little, oh yeah. That's how, nice. And now, we're gonna add some white. Add a little bit of the superior race. I do love those jokes, man. Can't wait to get big. Not, you know, for fame or anything. Just so more people can hear my racist comments. That's how. Oh yeah, that's the person your kid's gonna look up to one day. Oh yeah, some white. Now talking about looking up to someone, I don't know how. That, I mean, it does kind of make sense. That, like, it does make sense to come from this to the other one, but still, I watched To Eternity or I began watching today. And oh God, it's such a good show. It made me cry twice already. And I'm on episode 8. Why? Like, what the fuck? It's so crazy. It's such a good show. Really. Oh yeah. Then, to make it a little bit more purple, right? We're gonna add some red. Color theory. Oh yeah. Boom. And then, we're gonna take our little paint knife. Oh yeah. Add some red into this mix. Oh yeah. See how they're happy and getting to know each other? Making kids and offsprings. Something you weeps will never achieve in your life. Even those colors have a better relationship than you have. How does it feel? Does it feel infuriating? I do hope so. Oh yeah. You know, watching the first few minutes of my screen, you might have the wrong expectation of me actually being nice. So don't get fooled by that. Also, I'm not certain if I'm actually gonna complete this painting on stream. It's more of an experiment, you know what I mean? It's our experiment. I mean, I definitely want to stream more IRL, but you know, that's quite a big piece, and I don't know. I don't like to. If I want to paint on something, I want to paint, you know what I mean? I don't want to have to wait until I stream again. But hey. So, starting with our little bit lighter color and having still some of the darker. I should have said it earlier, but yeah. Yeah, that is lighter, but still not as light as I wanted. So we're gonna add some more white. No need to sweat it. Oh yeah. Could still be worse. You know, and we have no need to stress it. This is the happy little painting, right? Experience, right? So, this is truly the joy of painting. And as long as we don't end up in agony town, as Art Jesus would say, we're gonna be fine. Just fine. Trust me. Oh yeah. Then we're gonna mix like the few colors already, because I don't want to wait so much all the time. So we're gonna have this one, and we're gonna add some beautiful blue. Where do we got it? Here. Some beautiful blue right next to the red, giving that red a little friend. Oh yeah. Now you know the blue, no, the red. You know, at first I didn't thought much about the blue, but then, you know, after time they came closer and closer. And then when blue thought it could trust red, it made an ambush, and they mixed together all night until it became one. Boom. Now you might look at this violet, think, damn, is this ugly? Nearly as ugly as my mom. But don't fret, we're gonna fix this. Currently, it's very red. So, when you don't mind it, I don't know, I think it should get a little bit more blue. So we're gonna fix that and give it more blue. Just do it, right? And if you think it's too blue, we can still change it. Isn't that beautiful? Unlike your mom, you can fix this ugliness. But yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. I didn't know what I was talking about when I said, you know, so forget about that. Oh yeah, I mean, we gotta add some white to that too. Otherwise we just have a really dark color. Oh yeah. And then we're gonna mix that yet again. Here we are. Here we are. Really feels still takes some time to get used to it, but hey, that's what you're here for, right? Practicing. The good thing is we can just lay down our base coat, and after some drying, we can just paint over it again. If you don't like it, just change it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh man. Bet you wish you were so beautiful, because if you were so beautiful, you would finally get some bitches, but you aren't, so you won't get bitches. But hey, no need to jump off a cliff. It's way better to jump off like a real high building, because in a cliff you can still, at least according to cartoon and anime, you can, a tree can catch you and you won't die for certain. But if you, for example, jump off the Empire State Building, I think that's a pretty certain death. Or, I'm pretty sure that's a better way to kill yourself, more efficient, more painless, but, we're not here to make it painless for you. I want to see the suffering in your eyes. Oh yeah. So, with all of those beautiful colors, we'll get to it. Now, down here, we start up, from up to down, right? And that's the beautiful thing. We don't have to be scared that there's too much dark, because unlike the watercolor, which I worked with a lot in recent times, you can simply overpaint it because it's really opaque. It's good, good to know. But what's really shit is if you don't have enough color and you think you have enough color, but you don't. That really hurts, but gotta take it as it comes. That's not always perfect, right? But still. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah. So now we're gonna continue our happy little sky with a blue, like right here. Oh yeah. Gonna add some, some good, loads of good old paint on there. And paint over it, like that. Making like smooth transition. We have way too less paint, man. That's not something that I take into account. But to my defense, this is the second time I'm working with acrylic on a canvas at this scale, so cut me some slack, will ya? I mean, you saw it in the title, right? It's Season 1, Episode 1. You can't expect me to be some kind of OP, boring character, right? This isn't an easy car. This is real life. If you like it or not. I know. We don't like to hear it. I don't like either, but it is what it is. We do live in a society. Prescribed discord, preside in society, your society. Guilty Gear Strive really has like peak music, I have to admit that. It's literally what got me into the game. Like, if you ask someone what got them into a game, most likely it's the story, gameplay or something like that. But no, it was the fucking music. Like one day, YouTube was, it should widen my horizons. So it gave me smell of the game. And, it's like, I don't know. It's like when you take, it's probably how Coke is, like Coke, the drug. I'm not sure how to call it in a full name. Isn't that like, no, it's crack, right? Crack is the drug that makes you instantly addictive. Well, it's something like that. You just hear it for the first time, then you know, that meme from Doctor Strange, where he just sees the universe. I think you probably experienced something like that, because I experienced something like that. Now, I just realized we don't have to mix a light blue, because I have one. Look at this. I have one. Wait, give it into good light. Come on. I know my camera is not the best, but you know, I don't have the money to invest in, I don't know, what good of a camera. So we have to settle with this. Oof. Alright. Ah, this doesn't fit. Alright, give me a second. Ah, better. Alright. Then we're gonna put some on there. We're just gonna have to be happy about my voice right now, because you won't hear more. Oh yeah. Now, as you might also know, I am actually also a VTuber, but I don't have a model currently, or none that I'm satisfied with. So I am currently a YouTuber in the flesh. Oh God, is that right? But I actually like it. Like, it's good turquoise. I like it. I think that's gonna be good. I want to add that in. Oh, that is exactly the vibrancy I wanted. Like, the colors just got so muddy, and like, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put a base color on, coat first on. Like, you can always improve it later, but like, that's exactly the color I needed. Perfect. Ooh, but without the dark, like, ooh, getting a transition in there is gonna be difficult, but hey, there's always a challenge, right? Oh God. In life, you just gotta conquer it. And the beautiful part is, it's gonna be covered up anyways. Most of it at least, so don't worry. Now we're gonna add some Con to our paint to make it thinner. Like, really, I was laughing my ass off. I mean, look at this shit. I mean, just on the canvas you can't really properly see it. But like, if it comes out, like, man. Like, I laughed my ass off. Laughed my ass off. Oh God. Already great English. But hey. I just wanted to say, like, you know, not everything in Bob Ross is great too, right? But everything was great when Bob did it. Because Bob did it. It's our Jesus. He's fucking God. He's the second coming of Christ, I'm telling you. Like, I only found out about him, or I didn't find out about it, but I got into Bob Ross just a few weeks ago, like maybe 2. But, you know, it's like that meme. I've only known him for a day and a half. But if anything happens to him, I kill everyone in this room and then myself. With the only difference that there was already something happening with Bob. Jesus has sacrificed himself for us yet again. Oh boy, that's something I should build a religion about. Not some 2,000-year-old book that no one can actually prove is, you know, actually happened in the book. Like, imagine, like, if today someone would come out to you, say like, oh yeah, so this dude, he just turned water into wine. Like, you would just think he's joking. Like, this can't be real, man. And I would agree with you, man. I would laugh, man. I would call him crazy. He probably did that back in that days too, but I just imagine, you know, you're on a party and you fucked up. Jesus would be there for you. Would just, I got you, bro. Then you can get shit-faced alongside Jesus. Now, if that isn't a daydream fantasy, I don't know what is. Is this something the priests like think about all day when they drink the wine? Like, I would love to get shit-faced with Jesus. I like to think that. Oh, this turns very dark. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I mean, I got a lot of red. A bit more blue. Then it should be somewhat fine, but still, oh, fuck. It's that dark. It's basically a sienna. It's nothing with violet. Alright, no problem, no problem. Still got it. Can still fix it. Oh yeah. Let's go. I can't check this photo off, I'll be honest. Like, what do you think? Like, I just love, like, this is a daydream. Just getting shit-faced with Jesus, man. Like, imagine, alright? You get a party and, you know, you don't even need money. You could just say, oh, don't worry, man, I got you. Like, you bring a bottle of water, like half a liter. And then, all of a sudden, you have a liter wine. But the real question is, what kind of wine? If you think about it, right? Like, it's never specific. It's like never specified. Does it give you like the $2 wine that you get in like gas stations? Or does Jesus give you like the good wine? You know, like the shit you pay thousands of dollars for, or bucks for, or euros, or wherever the fuck you are. In my case, it would be euros, but still. Like, you know, those are the questions we should be asking ourselves. Not is it actually true? Because if it is true, you know, you gotta think a little bit further, right? What if it is true? What kind of wine is it? Would he abuse it? He probably wouldn't. But he should. He could make an entire business. Imagine. No, actually, you know what would happen? Nestle would buy Jesus and then make the cheapest wine ever. The cheapest wine, but also the best tasting wine. Oh yeah. That's probably the realistic look at it. And I just realized, like, I fucked up my paint. This is horrible. This is not a violet. Look at this. It should fit there. It doesn't. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is like thrown up. Alright. Just, well, I guess it's just gonna put this on there and make a new one, you know? I'm sure that is something that your parents would have said, just make a new one. But, you know, they kinda couldn't, because no one else really wanted your mom. And your dad was already accused of being crazy for doing it with her in the first place. You know, she actually only kept you in hopes that your dad will return one day, but he didn't. The milk was sold out, and your dad never to be seen again. So, you know, nothing to be ashamed of, like, just facts. But nothing to be ashamed of. Okay, now how do I get this to a prettier violet? Like, it's not bad, but like, I don't know if it fits in our canvas. But you know what? We're just gonna try it out. We're just gonna try it out. Oh yeah. So let's go. Okay. Here I am, sitting on my bar and finding out if our color is good. It's way too dark, as I was scared of, but it doesn't matter. We can make like there on the corners and keep telling ourselves that it's to show depth and shit, right? We're an artist, we know what we're talking about. As long as you convince someone that it's, you know, that it's part of the plan, it's part of the plan. And I'm sure that's what professional artists do, right? Like those dudes that like make artwork that sells for $10,000s. Like I'm sure they also just, you know, bullshitting the customers into buying that shit. Like who in their right mind would otherwise, you know, buy a banana painted to a stick to a wall? Like come on. I genuinely believe like people who enjoy this kind of art are literally just people who, they don't really understand it. They just pretend to understand it so that they feel cultured. But they don't know what cultured really means. You only know what cultured really means only, and really only, if you read Berserk, if you read Metamorphosis, and or not or, you have to read the previously once, and you watched Boku no Pico. That took a second to get out, I don't know why. But, you know, I'm kinda happy that the first name that popped into my mind, like that I wanted to say instinctively, was Boku no Hero Academia and not Boku no Pico, because this means there's still some saving. Like, there's hope I can still be saved. Like, it's slow, but maybe one day we will be able to liberate from our shackles. Our shackles called Boku no Pico. Oh, it'd be beautiful, wouldn't it be? Oh yeah. One day maybe, one day. But until that, I guess we just have to keep up with it. Actually don't watch that shit. I haven't watched it either. And I'm cultured as fuck. Trust me, just trust me on that one. Because I'm cultured for multiple reasons. First of all, I read Berserk and I read Metamorphosis. You know, while Metamorphosis was definitely one of the stories there who come for the horny, but you stay for the story, which also is like really fucked up. Like when I watched like this Trash Taste special with the mangaka who said, oh yeah, he wanted her to die. I was like, what? Because in the version that I read, you know, she's normal, you know, in that, say it again, she's in that alleyway, right? But then it cuts to the future, like 10 years in the future, with a happy little child and her, you know, just spacing out, remembering old times. Like that's so wholesome, but wholesome, I mean. It's a better ending than her fucking dying, but yeah, so apparently she was supposed to die, which, oh boy, like, oh, who hurt you, man? What made you, like, why? But hey, at least it's not as much of simply an undescribable experience than Fire Punch is. Because if you watched Fire Punch, like that shit is, it stays in your mind forever, I'm telling you. Like this is a story that I couldn't stop thinking about for days. And still, if someone asks me, like, what I think about it, I mean, I should say it's an experience. Because there's no other way I can describe this shit. I still, till this day, can't find words for that shit. Which should mean a lot, if you think about it, like, really. Like, having a story and not being able to convey it in words, what you just read or experienced. Like, I don't know if it's, like, even the ending is like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's just like, you don't know if it's good or bad. Like, it leaves you hanging like the ending in Evangelion, right? So, Oh boy. It sure is an experience. That's, again, all I can say. It's an experience. And I can't go into further detail. Not because it would be spoiler, but simply because I can't put it any other way. Oh yeah. Got a little brush hair on there. But don't worry, got it fixed up already. And I think with that, we're gonna have our basic background. And I actually think, according to our reference, the dragon would be next. But first you have to let it dry. So, you know, I don't think it was too bad. I like the background now. It's far from perfect, but hey, it's a secondary background and it could have been a lot worse. I like it. And well, it's an acceptable transition. Alright, now what do we say? It's a little bit inconsistent, but it doesn't matter. Now the next thing is adding clouds. I am kind of dumbfounded on that, I'll be honest. But I do have a kind of idea. As you can see on the plan, we have a few clouds going on. I don't know where that German came from all of a sudden. Oh yeah. Maybe I should stop like you didn't even see me painting. Like I should definitely let it see it the next time. But yeah, like I just poured like color on it. It was like, oh yeah. Like, you know, fuck sex. If you can pour color on that, like that's the real. That's really even better. It's adding color. Look at that. I can't see it properly. Damn it. Because it's white. Just like white. Oh boy, who would have thought? But despite it, you know, on its own, it being quite white, it like doesn't change the color at all. Which is kind of strange, but hey. Also chat, like, what do you say to my t-shirt? Like, dabbing Mona Lisa? I got it from Paris last year when I went to Paris. You know, I needed a souvenir. I wanted one, and you know, I don't think there's a better souvenir than a dabbing Mona Lisa. Like, if you think about Paris, a few people think about Mona Lisa for some reason. I don't know. I think about the Eiffel Tower, but hey, you do you, man. Okay, and then, you know, just making some indications first to get the basic shapes done. And like, oh yeah, that's alright. Because I know it should like, I want to make them like revolve or feel like they're going around the dragon. You know what I mean? So, you know, like, it's so mighty that it's parting the sky. Like the shit you would hear in Chinese legends or some shit. Or Japanese ones, because we're weeps. Or I am a weep. I know about you, but I sure am. And if you're not, then congrats on listening to an anime nerd talking about anime previously. I'm proud of you. Made your first step into this rabbit hole called anime. You can't run. Trust me, I tried it. They will find you. Hey, don't worry. It's not so bad being a weep. You know, you can officially be horny for 2D anime thighs and boobs. That's a privilege. Or at least that's what they want to believe. That you're privileged and not the scum of society. We all know you're the scum of society. I am part of it, but you know, it's not something we should let outsider know. Otherwise, no one will join us anymore. And that's not something we can do. But you know, anime is doing a great job getting new degenerates, you know, starting with Demon Slayer, and now with the new season, where it's also gonna focus quite heavily on the female Hashira, the love Hashira, I forgot how she's called. But yeah, and her bath scene, I think that's gonna push some people into degeneracy, and I'm very happy to see that. Like, that's gonna be an awakening for some 14-year-olds, trust me. Maybe the next generation of weeps will really be into muscular girls, like even more, or at least strong girls, because of her. So she's gonna shape an entire generation of weeps. I feel it in my guts. And yes, pun intended, with, you know, Berserk, Guts. His name is Guts, and I feel it in my guts. I know I'm not funny, no need to laugh. I don't need approval by a casual like you. I know I'm right. I know I'm funny, right? I'm funny, right? I'm just talking to myself, right? Nice. Getting insane already. I made it a year long on YouTube, and then he went insane. Like, I could make a YouTube video out of that. Let's go. Content. Let's go. But you know, you might say at some point that I'm kind of a bit of a content hoe for always, you know, if there's like a stupid idea, I want to do it. But it's not even necessarily because of YouTube content. I did it before, like before I even started YouTube. I did the same. Like, it's so funny, right? Like, you can do so much stuff, so much stupid stuff, and then you have stories to tell. When you get shit-faced again, right, and then you're getting at like the story introductions art. You know, you gotta have the most crazy story. For example, the time that I woke up in the back of a car. It was my friend's car, but still, you know, at the first moment they're like, what, you woke up in a back of a car, what the fuck did you do? Then you say it's your friend's car, then, oh, alright. But still, they're very confused for a few seconds. And that's what you want. Now, I gotta say, my clouds are not turning out exactly like I want to, but as I said, there's really no need to fret. We still have time, obviously, but we also still have, you know, we can still add details and shit like that. Like, I want to make that one strong. It should be wide, good as wide. Like, I'm not sure, like, should I go in circles or tab it? I'm not sure how to make the best, like, cloud texture. But you know, just trying to tab it, it feels like a lot more cloudy. Especially like in the middle part. So I think I'm gonna tab it. For the majority, no. Yeah, this is a lot more cloudy. I figured it out, guys. Don't worry. I'm an expert. This is now my second painting on a canvas. My second time painting with acrylic paint. Or like, more or less the second time. I did it, I think, when I was in elementary school once. But, you know, those paintings, they don't even exist anymore. I don't even know where they are. Probably in the trash somewhere. But yeah, when I made like the other picture the other day, like my mom was like, she was flashed. Like, that was a nice feeling, I gotta say. Like, I don't really paint for like Anna's approval and that shit, right? It's something I simply enjoy to do. But, you know, it's quite nice having your work approved sometimes. We're gonna need some bit more white. We have no more. And yeah, I mean, and then she like immediately like was like, oh yeah, then can you paint like that mountain and that mountain? Because, you know, I'm not sure if it's the same in other countries, but especially here in Tyrol, like, you know, we're surrounded by mountains, right? So obviously if you paint a mountain, it's got to be that specific mountain. And when I made the other painting that I showed earlier, I'm not sure if you still have it in mind. I can show you real quick, wait. I'm just gonna paint this real quick, then I'll show you. So we're on the same page, not talking past each other. So that would be a shame. Woo, beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, give me a second. So like, there's mountains here. Wait, here you go. Yeah, like those. Like my mom immediately was like, what kind of mountains that is? Like, I was like, what do you mean? What kind of mountains? It's just mountains. Then she like started counting, like saying all the mountains that are in the general area. Like, was it that one, or that one? Like, it's just a mountain, okay? Had no specific thing in mind. But yeah, I mean, my mom gave me like the perfect present idea for my dad. Because, you know, my dad is quite the climber. And, you know, therefore, you know, she said like, oh, it would be so nice if we would paint that mountain for him. You know, especially like a mountain that he like maybe already climbed and shit. And then as soon as we renovate our hallway, we're gonna hang it up. Which, you know, it's a really nice spirit. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I am very proud of the other painting that I just showed you. But, you know, it's like, as long as you don't compare it to the original, you can show it. But, you know, Bob Ross's was just another level. But that's obviously right. Like, he was painting for years. And as I said, it was my first try. But I'm quite happy with it, I have to admit. Yeah, tapping definitely helped. Like, it feels a lot more cloudy already. And the paint under isn't quite dry, which also like kind of gives a good effect. Like, let it mixes a little bit more, right? That's good. I like it. Oh yeah. Tap, 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 tap. Woo, nice. Don't forget the edges on the other side here and here. Don't forget those. They have like a nice little detail if you look at them. People will go, oh, you even painted the side. Or at least I would go so, if I would see the paintings. But I also wouldn't mind if you like exactly not made the sides. Well, most of the time, you know, it's easier to just paint the sides than to look out for not painting it overboard. At least if you ask me. Because just, you know, half-assing it, kinda, I don't know. But then again, like, given that I, you know, have this easel here, I can't paint the underside or this upper side completely, so it's kinda, I don't know, kinda shooting myself in the knee right here. But hey, could still be much worse. Just trying to give tips, alright? Linus art tips. Oh yeah. It's always right, like you know Linus art tips, right? Like it comes right after like his upload schedule, right? Like 1 week he has Linus sex tips and the other week he has art tips. You do know that, right? I'm not the only one who follows this, right? Linus art tips. It's great, helps a lot, I gotta say. Like, I was quite confused about perspective and shit, but it really helped, like, crazy amount. Like, you wouldn't believe Linus has so many talents, really. From sex tips all the way up to art tips, like, crazy what this dude can do. Like, it makes you think, like, what can't he do? Because he's starting to doubt that there's anything that he can't do. After all, having such a great amount of sex and art and tech tips, truly magnificent. I remember the first video I watched of Linus. Oh boy, boy. It was something about the router, because like my internet was fucked for like ever since I could remember. I thought like, this can't be. Why is my phone faster than my PC, right? Like, something has to be off. So I just dived into it, looked everything up, and did like everything I could. Like, I mean, Linus' video didn't really fix it either, but like, it was the first kind of video I watched for him, and the only one so far, I'll be honest. Was a 6-year-old video. Didn't really catch me, I'll be honest. Like, that's like, you really notice when there's a video old. First of all, having old videos, like old information videos, always is kind of a gamble, right? You don't know if this information is still up to date, right? It could be like, still completely off. Like, that's also something that because I also like watching physics and shit, like those videos. I mean, it kind of stopped, or not stopped, but like, I haven't watched that many recently. But when I did, like, also was this point of realization that if you watch really old videos, there's a really good chance that that information is simply outdated. Because that's also like one of the main reasons why I like science so much, right? It evolves, it gets better. Unlike history, that won't change, science will. Like, the best example is fucking the Earth in itself, like, its shape and shit. But it was like, it's flat, then it's round, then you got like fucking killed for saying it was round. And then was like, actually, like, that nerd in the back of class, actually, it's not round, it's an oval shape. And, shut up. But, I'm that kid, so. I'm also that one that, like, as soon as I did 12 Sam, and you're out with friends, and there's like, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna do that and that, I'm like, you mean today, right? Oh yeah, they always say that, and I love it. Like, just fucking my friends up. That's my favorite activity to do. Just joking around with friends and seeing how much you can fuck with them until a certain point. Because at this point it would just be mobbing or bullying. And we're not bullies, just friends. Although that line blurs more often than we want to admit. By each other we have to say like, there was the same like, yeah, yesterday. It was yesterday actually. But also like, this like, that line of, just fooling around with friends and like bullying. Like, that was a fine line. I wasn't much around anymore. But it was still in good spirit, so no worries. But still, it was kind of funny, I have to admit. Yeah, so I think it's not perfect, but I still gotta wait for this to dry, for this cloud. And then make some highlights, like later, or highlights, but more paint on there. And then we're gonna start sketching again. In that case, our beautiful dragon. Oh yeah. Good. I forgot to show you again, but no worries. No one's watching anyways right now. But the first time I painted, I really realized that like how exhausting it is, like this plate, holding it all the time. That's fucking exhausting. Alright? It might be that I worked out today, but still. Fucking exhausting, that shit. But I didn't really work out biceps today. It was push day. So that's actually a really bad excuse. But fuck it. I don't care. Who? That's a better question. Who? Who the fuck asked? Beautiful. Bomb! Oh god. Those little noises, they're important. That's how it should be. Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah. Beautiful. And then some highlight this way. Oh man. Tomorrow I think I'm gonna start finishing, or I'm gonna finish planning my Japan trip. Guess you didn't know, I'm gonna visit Japan. Live a Weep's dream. Finally. And like it's gonna be from the 9th of March till the 1st of April. So beautiful 2 weeks. With 2 days, wasted on the flight. Because, I am flying 12 hours after all. No, not 12. 15 hours. But one flight is like taking nearly 12 hours. So like, I could watch the extended edition of Lord of the Rings. Maybe. But I won't. But maybe. Still don't know. But I won't. But you never know. Could always happen. Maybe I'm just feeling really the urge to watch it. I still haven't watched Lord of the Rings. At all. Like, that's the worst thing about it. I haven't watched it like at all. Like, the clouds are like mid. I should have watched like a tutorial or some shit, but I didn't. And now I'm just, I don't know. They're kind of mid. Should have also like planned the shapes maybe a little bit more. But also like, they're doing the job. After all, it's still the background, as I said previously. So I don't think it's gonna be much of, yeah. They're gonna be fine. No need to worry. We're not here to worry. We're here to have fun. I just felt like that cloud should be bigger. Just when you look at it and think like, yeah, that should be bigger, like cloudier. And it looks cloudier already. But I don't want to change those actually, like I'm happy with those. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that, I'll be honest. Nice. Well, in that case, we're gonna start sketching. Oh yeah. Putting that aside. Getting my sketch arena on the paper for reference. If you can see it, you probably can't see it properly, but a little bit, yeah. Where do we go? Here we have it, 5H. All right. Whoosh. All right. Now the thing is, and this isn't dry. I just realized that. I don't have a hairdryer here. We're just gonna go all out. Should we just say fuck it? Yeah. Go fuck it. Come on. It could be more in the middle, I think. Right? and you can see it. You can see it in the right corner, my reference. More or less in the right corner. So I think it should be here. Like here's the head. Like the circle for the head. So like, so there is, oh God, can't see anything. Oof. All right, then let's have a look. I'm gonna do that. Huh? Oh fuck, that doesn't work. What? Oh no. But it's also like really a hard pencil. So maybe if I take a softer one, like this really cheap one, that I bought in Amsterdam. Yeah, Amsterdam. I visited Amsterdam last week. In case I didn't tell you. I didn't. I never streamed that from that one. So yeah, I visited Amsterdam like last week from, nearly tipped over, from Saturday till Thursday last week. It was really fun. It was great, gotta say. And yes, I did try one or the other drug. Because obviously I did. What else would you do there? Like I discussed this with a friend of mine so often. But we're certain, like, that is the main attraction. Like, what does Amsterdam have that no other place has? That's right, drugs. Or the legal use of drugs. So yeah, obviously, like that's the main attraction. You can't tell me otherwise, I'll be honest. Now, alright, let's get back to this bad boy. I want it to be, so, put like here the circle. You know, like, that's so easy in digital. You can just start, but you can't do it traditionally. Because when I had the first sketch, it was a little bit too high. Like, couldn't properly, like, have the horns and shit. So I think if I keep that into consideration, it would be the circle. You can barely see it. Can you see it? I can't even see it. How should you see it? It's just gonna look like I do nothing for the next hour or something. Can I do it with something else that I actually see? Like when it came to white, like you saw so much, like, but here you see, don't you? Shit. Maybe if I do it with a color pencil. Oh, big brain, telling you. Maybe with a, well, it's flash color, but it doesn't matter. Oh, actually, you can see it a little bit, but like, how does it work with that? It does work. It does work. That's good. Good. That's progress. Maybe if I do it this, I don't know. No, I think I'll just do it with that one. Like little flash color. Can you see that? Oh. Yeah, it doesn't focus properly. But yeah, light colored pencil. And then we'll get down to business, shall we? Like a straight line down. Like I also had like multiple designs for this. Like the one you're seeing in the corner right now was one of 3. Like I made another 2, but I didn't quite make it. Like the second one turned out horrible. And the third one was nice. Like I was this close. Like this close. Yeah. Like can you see it? Yeah, this close. But I still decided for this one. I just liked it more. So yeah, that's how I ended up with this. I don't know why I just say this randomly here, but hey. This is about that and this and that and this and that, and it only goes to here. Oh yeah, alright, so this is about the length. This is that, and then we're gonna have like their eyes go about here. This is about right, yeah, good. Right, so if here are the horns going strong, then you gotta go like up here, and not so thick, maybe like that. The horns aren't, they are thick, but not so thick. They're not as thick as your mom, which is a shame, really. But then again, I guess your mom really is the exception and not the rule. I mean, you first gotta maintain that fatness, this thickness that your mom has. Really, great. You have to admit that credit where credit is due, right? You first gotta get the thickness that your mom has. I don't know anyone who has that. That's why I always go to your mom. There simply is no one as thick as her. Except your mom. She's just fat. But his mom, that's thickness, you know? Like, there's just, people don't really get the difference between being thick and just fat. I think that's, sometimes it's subtle, it's a subtle difference, but sometimes it's just plain obvious. For example, with your mom, like, she's just fat, but she's trying her best. And you know, that's, as I said, credit where credit is due. She's doing her best. After all, I would eat a shit ton too if you would be my son. Like, sending someone like this into the world, I would feel guilty too, so don't worry. Not just your mom. I couldn't cope with it too, so don't worry. Alright. Can you even see like anything? You can't see anything, right? Like, you really can't see anything. No, you can see, like, slightly. Ever so slightly. But hey, you'll see soon enough. Oh, it won't get better, I'm sorry. Like, my setup's not so advanced yet. But if you really look into it, you can see it. Ah, beautiful. Now, I can make the horns as big as I want, man. Let's go. But I think I'll go with this line. We can actually see the line. Oh, fuck. Alright. I mean, it's not bad, but like, it's nothing, like nothing bad happened. But it's just like, oh shit, you can actually see it. Boom. Bam. Then. Okay, you can't see it on white, really, but that's no problem. For that occasions, for the white background, we got the pencil. So, we're prepared for everything. Alright, this is some big horns, but it's also like the aspect is here, so I think it's alright. As you can see in this sketch on the lower corner, it's about the same size as it should have, so I don't worry about it really. But here, I guess, alright. Alright. Yeah, so like this and this. Yeah, this still feels good. You can't see it, but it's acceptable. It's good. It's good. Yeah. Then like, oh, I might gotten too low. It doesn't get through afterwards. It's not that bad. Like, doesn't have to be perfect, right? That's what Bob Ross would say. No need to fret on little details. Like that one, and that one. Then here's the house. That's gonna be the challenge. And with challenge, I mean, we're not really gonna be big of a challenge. But it's gonna be struggle. It's gonna be a struggle. So, face it. Oh, get a little bit exhausting on just sitting on a dip bar, I'll be honest. But it's got a good form posture, I have to admit that, man. Maybe I'll stick to this. It's like really comfortable. Like, not comfortable, but like, my posture is thanking me. So, yeah, let's just give it a go. And then for whenever we came into class, we use this bad boy. It works surprisingly well. Also, in case you wondered, like, I don't really care if someone sees me, like my face. Like, I don't know. At the beginning, it was actually just something like, basically like my back out ticket to not show my face. Because, in case it's something I don't enjoy. Because I was quite embarrassed about it, to be honest, when I started it. It was like that, like, if no one sees my face, I can always say like, oh no, I never did it. It was kind of my safe door. Like my back door of getting out of uncomfortable situations. But yeah, I really learned to enjoy it. And generally enjoyed it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here right now, trust me. I wouldn't waste my time with something I don't enjoy. Alright. But it's also like nice that it's like, motivates me to do more art. More shit like that. Like, I don't know if I would have picked this up if it wouldn't be for this channel. Oh, you can really see my face, like, pretty good. yeah, whatever. Yes, sad, I don't really care. Just a little bit strange, I have to admit, after all. Basically avoiding it for so long. It does feel kind of strange to just be like, oh yeah, that's my face. Go do whatever, I don't know. Do whatever you want with that information. Hate it, like it, check after it, I don't know. Do whatever. Actually, the later one would be a little bit weird, but sure, you go. You do what you do have to do. There's a good argument that humans are only animals also, so I guess you do you. Because the real question is, even if I don't like it, how would I stop you? That's the real question, right? So I'll just deal with it. Can you start to see this? I'm pretty sure you can see it. I would bet. Then one more? Or should I stop it, like, just making like the head already. I think that's a better idea. High enough already. And we're gonna make a little way, like right there. See that? It's gonna be like the entrance. So like, pew, pew. And then see the tail? That's where the way is gonna continue. A little sneaky, right? To give some more depth illusion. And then, yeah, now comes the real sneaky. Here's gonna be real wide, like this wide. You can't see it, but it got wider and wider, alright? And here, right here, it's gonna be a little person later on. But hey, that's for future stuff. And we're gonna have to continue our dragon. A beautiful, beautiful dragon. Alright, then I guess where's the next step to start? I guess it would be with its hair. Or first dragon, like its rest of the body. I think that might be more effective. Like up there, yeah. Like from here to here. Then like the ships, like the scales, like the dummy scales. We're going here that way. And then it goes like that way. Like takes like tail turn, whoop, right here. Then this continues down here. Yeah. Alright. Then we're gonna give it like its little hairy hair. Look at that. That's gonna be changed. It looks horrible. But hey. Nothing that can't be changed, right? It's just a sketch. Just a sketch, so like... That's like those fingers. Like the beard fingers that the dragons always have. That's awesome. And oh yeah, its hand. The hand. Fuck, I forgot that. Alright. So here's the hand. Just here. Just the shoulder, more or less. Pew. You can't see it, it's behind the building. Gonna be an easy way out. And here the same, like it just goes like that. Gonna vanish into nothingness. The orb has no space. I am sorry. I wanted to draw it. I wanted to make a Dragon Ball reference, but anatomically, that's just not how. It doesn't fit. Doesn't work like that. Sorry. All right. Then we're gonna like that. Like the shoulder. It continues here. You too. Like that more, yeah. Let's see. Those features. All right. Then we need like the fire ring around it. That would be like yeah. But I gotta admit, I think I first start painting like the dragon, like the space color. In that case, the orange, because this is otherwise gonna be too much sketched on that I can't keep up with it, and that's gonna be a problem. So I'll just do that. the other question is how. How am I gonna apply it? Am I gonna give it like good orange, or like tabby with tap tap, or like other ways? I don't know. I guess I can make the first coat just normal orange, plain orange, with the beautiful new fresh tube. Beautiful. That's how it should be. Come on, open. Come on. No! Motherfucker! I mean, oh, great heavens. What a little accident that happened to me. Oh, little silly me. How could this happen? But don't fret, for I am going, oh fuck, I'm full of paint. Come on, gotta fix it somehow. Don't, yeah. Little. Oh god, it's everywhere. Oh no. No! Ah! Why? Why are you doing this to me? Oh god. Now that paint is everywhere. God. Give me a second. I'm just gonna put it on there. Oh no. God. Yeah. Oh god. Don't do this to me. Oh god. See that shit? Like, it's full of paint. Full of violet. What bullshit. Like, I already wiped off most of it, but still. And now my hands are full of paint. Like, more than they were already. Like, come on. Don't you have anything better to do? Don't you have a canvas you're supposed to be on? Huh? I just take that brush again, I think. That little white isn't gonna change it much. And I don't want to wash brushes, like I'm way too lazy for that shit. I'm gonna liquefy it, then work it in there. Oh yeah, this time with our brush. For no specific reasons, I'm just too lazy to clean my paint knife. And then we can also, like, you know, really work in that color into our brush. So it shouldn't be much of a problem that we had white in there at first. Yeah, beautiful. Now the thing is this even the color I want? This is something you have to, like, it is the orangey, but it might be a little bit too orange, you know what I mean? Might have to do it a little bit more dirty. Look at that. Like, that's gonna be a little bit too much, I think. Maybe. Okay? Now bear with me if this sounds crazy. If we add a little bit of this in here, like, little, beautiful. Then, oh, that got a lot darker than it should be. Fuck. That was a little bit too much. Actually, it's not so bad. Like, I think this is good. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh, let's have a shot. All right. Definitely does its job, so that's good. All right. I think I'm also gonna need, like, more finesse brush afterwards, but hey, we'll see about that soon enough. Oh, looking out at you get now. None of those thick paint strokes. You don't want that. Except you make it a feature, like Van Gogh. He made this fucking feature, man. Like, this dude loaded paint for like 10 paintings on one. and like call it a day. And I said it's like, it's part of your art style. People believed him, and now it's in a museum, immortalized. Damn. I wish that was something that would happen to me. Saying, no, that's not a mistake. It's part of my art style. But you know, at least he was consistent with it. Something that I can't really say. Oh yeah, oh god. Like if you think about it that way, like at which point is it like your art style, and at which point is it like just you trying to cope with that shit? Is it like, because I just thought like, isn't it just consistency? If you constantly like have the same, it will eventually look like your art style, won't it? Like if you consistently make it the same, people will believe it's your art style. And if they don't believe you, you can always say like, I'm offended. This is my art style, please. Genuine offend me. Really, be ashamed of yourself. Like you can always pull that card. That's my art style, actually. And actually, that's my art style. I tried to make the nerd voice. I think I kind of made it more creepy than anything. But I really have to listen to this. I mean, I do have to listen to this. I hear my voice constantly. Which, you know, I actually don't think it's so bad. Like, most of the, like, that's something that I heard a lot of. Like, when someone starts with YouTube, like, that's like the most thing you hear, right? Like, they're just hating their voice on recordings. But I know what it is, but I didn't dislike it that much, I'll be honest. Like, there wasn't a point where I was like cringing 24/7. Like, it definitely was a little bit of time of getting used to hearing your own voice. But, you know, I never really cringed. Like, I always thought I had a perfect voice, you know. I'm just perfect. I guess that's why I never cringed. Because it is the perfect voice. Boom. Oh no. A little bit paint somewhere where it shouldn't be, but hey. That's done. Then I'm gonna need a little bit more of a fine, refined one. And gonna need to thin this shit out. And add more. I need more color and thin it out. So. Beautiful. Then, oh god. Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. God. Close. It's not that easy to close and open those colors before my hand, okay, alright? Then we're gonna add some extensive color. Alright. Oh god. Sorry for that shaky. And we can take a little bit again. Oh yeah. Mix it in there. And we get the exact same color, let's go. That's what I aimed for. Oh yeah. So what we're gonna do now is use a different paint knife, because I gotta mix this properly. This is a nightmare otherwise. Oh, the paint. Oh, that was not a nice sound. But it's good that it's fluid. Like, then I can actually paint with it. It doesn't feel like mud or some shit. It's not so bad on like bigger shit, but if you need detail, like, it's a fucking nightmare. But it was also like only watercolor that like actually showed to me that you can be detailed with a brush. Because I don't know, And I mean, it's also my job. I am a painter, if you didn't know that. Full time, normally. I say normally because I'm not currently, but normally I am. And you know, you do work with a lot of brushes in that case. And so you do, you know, get some detail into shit like that. You're gonna have to add some detail with that as well, if you want to, you know, earn money. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that brush was hard. Alright, then I'm gonna add it here a little bit. But yeah. A little bit too much color in there. Doesn't matter. Can fix it. I'm gonna stroke off our hand. Little funny base coloring, right? Beautiful. Luckily, I don't have to think too much here. Thinking is a lot of work. Something that I'm not capable of. Not anymore, at least today. I mean, actually it's pretty okay. Today was a good day. Also like decided to try out some new mindsets when it comes to painting and video creating. Most of the time I think I'm just gonna try to go more with like the mindset you would have in sports, or that everyone always tells you to have in sports. Just thinking you're the best one, no matter what. And I think that's something I want to go with. Or at least try. Because, I don't know, my current mindset like really tired me out of like being humble and knowing there's always so much to do. Because at some point, you're just aware that there's so much to do that you just fret over it. So, I'm just going to change that. Here's that thingy. Alright. Coming together nicely. Bum ba bum ba bum. Got a lot of paint now, but it's exactly what I need. Otherwise I would have just to remix it anyways. Like that's still something I really underestimate on this canvases. Because on a piece of paper, like the tiniest drop is most of the time enough. But if you actually work on a bigger canvas, you're actually gonna need a bit more paint. Which took and still takes me some time to adapt, and still haven't fully adapted to. But I really had to improve ourselves, right? Look at your mom. She has already perfected being the hoe that she is. There's not much more to improve. At least nothing that I could find. At least I haven't found anything last night. And no, I'll tell you if something changed. I just had to look at, you know, like the little reference in the corner of the room when it comes to the colors. Because I actually don't have that exact reference for me. I only have the sketch one. This one. So yeah. Getting the big brush, the big boys. Oh yeah. Whoop. So I actually think like, oh no, I'll be honest. Like the next stream. We could stream on Wednesday again, actually. But I can't promise that I will be or make the same painting again. Maybe I'll do something different. Maybe I do actually a Bob Rossick painting, or continue with this one, depending. Because I don't know, I really enjoy this right now, so I'm probably gonna continue this tomorrow. Because by God, I'm not gonna finish this today, but you know, feeling quite motivated towards it. It's going smoothly so far, so you know. Don't feel like waiting, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I admire when it comes to streaming? Those maniacs that stream 9 times a week when the week only has 7 days. That's one of the reasons I highly believe that, or why Calliope Mori is one of my absolute favorite VTubers by now. Not only was she the first VTuber I've ever seen with a clip of her, no, she's also when it comes to work ethic and shit, she's the one I'm looking up to. I mean, just look at this. The stuff she's doing. Putting out a whole album, making her own music video, and all that kind of stuff. It's awesome. Really inspiring, I have to admit. I even forgot the base point I was trying to do here. I'm just one. You know, at this point I'm just talking about how much I like Mori Calliope for this point, I'll be honest. But hey, I'm not a simp, so I'm not a simp. Go fuck yourself if you say something else. I'm not. Actually, I don't really have to care that much inside. I'm gonna paint over this again. Anyways. But yeah, so yeah, those maniacs that stream 9 times a week. Mori Calliope did. Because holy shit, man. I'm sure she does it as a main job, right? But still, holy shit. 9 times. I gotta say, after my streams, I do feel tired. A different kind of tired, but tired. Definitely tired. So, you know, streaming more than just once a day. Who hurt you, girl? What the hell? It's just crazy. Oh boy, oh boy. The only VTuber I would feel parasocial about. Also, think it's really impressive. Her Japanese is really impressive. But that's also in that case, you know, it's not only, this case is not only limited to Mori Calliope. Obviously, a lot in Hollow Stars and Life are really good in Japanese. Crazy good. Something that I, maybe, one day. Currently, I don't. Well, this might seem like a really bad excuse, but I don't find proper time for this, alright? As much as you heard that excuse, you could take your time with that. And I'm not saying I absolutely can't. I'm just currently, I'd rather take my time for other stuff. Because, you know, as I'm sure you're aware, trying to do 20 things at the same time, well, then they're all gonna be shit. So, yeah, just focusing on a few things. I am already focusing on, I think I can't add more, let's say like that. After all, I am working out nearly every day. And then, you know, I have videos to do and drawing, which are now luckily combined. At the beginning it was as you know, also made like gaming videos or streams, not really videos. I only streamed games really. So yeah, but I kind of focus now more on art. And well, I do like it. But I have to say, like, my previously work ethic, or not ethic, I think more the mindset behind it, like, definitely wasn't the best. And now that I was, in case you don't know, wait, I think I already said this, like, on the stream, it doesn't matter. Currently, I'm not really employed because, well, I'm sure, like, every country has this, but it's basically seasonal work, right? Painter is a seasonal work. So in winter, we don't really have a lot of jobs or work to do. So, you know, our boss just sends us home over the winter. And we are basically unemployed for those months. And then he just, you know, as soon as there's work, we get back to it. So yeah, I've basically had now try on being a full-time content creator for a month. But like, I immediately burned out. As crazy as strange as this sounds, and I kind of like, not cringe, but like feeling, you know, a little bad taste that comes with saying I burned out. But I don't find another way to convey what I felt, because it wasn't like, I don't know, there were just some times where the things that I would normally love to do, just I didn't enjoy them anymore. It was a strange feeling. And yeah, and after I took a little bit of a break for this, it did get better. Just like now, you know, I went on a vacation, Amsterdam, as I said. And yeah, this also, like, I came back motivated. You have to say that. And yeah. And now also, you know, just trying to change a little bit of the work hours. Because, you know, I was also in that month that I realized that waking up, working on it up until midnight, going to sleep, waking up, working on it up until midnight, rinse and repeat, isn't exactly sustainable on the long term. So that's something I have to change. Now I think today I had a good combination. I did a little bit productive stuff. I also like, which was a problem I had, like, or general, not like just with YouTube, or something that only, you know, concerns YouTubers. Was more something that I think every artist, if you don't have too much time, or, you know, as it is in life, you can't only focus on one thing, or most of the time have something else that you just have to do, or really want to do. So there were days where I just wanted to, you know, first more or less scheduled when I was painting, when I was video editing and shit. And that just didn't work, I'll be honest. Like, I was just stressing my art, and it turned out shit because I, like, you know, the base steps, I just stressed them so much. And that's something I'm still fighting with, just living my time with the base, work properly from the beginning till the end. And then, you know, most of the time it will turn out good. And it does really help, like, my art got like a lot more that I really like to show. Or at least I'm okay with showing. And yeah, I mean, just I made a lot of realizations now in that month of, or like now 1.5 months of doing it full time. Also, like, that I have to admit that, like, I can't go much bigger with my videos. Like, or more ambitious. Because, yeah, well, it's just unrealistic, okay? Like, this unexperienced one-man team can produce realistically videos that are, you know, rival the production of Mr. Beast, right? So I have to stay realistic, and I can't really customize $1 million pool straight, as you saw in the last video. Little callback, little advertisement. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Well, you know how like every YouTuber is like thankful if someone actually like tunes in, and I'm just like, go fuck yourself. No wonder I'm having a total of 5 subscribers. Nice shit. Oh, that was too much. It doesn't matter. Happy little accident. But I have to say, I don't think this stream is gonna go much longer. We did greatly. We made a good background. We added good colors. I have to admit, I'm bodily, like my body is kind of tired. Like, it's something new, alright? I said it, like, it's my second canvas drawing, okay? Deal with it. It's not gonna be perfect. But hey, we painted the base of the dragon twice. Twice. That's not how you show twice. If that's how you show twice, you should, I don't know, end your life. I don't know. I don't think that's life worth saving, I'll be honest. So yeah, twice. We painted it twice. And then the next step is gonna be maybe some texture or the other colors. I might even like later do it, but I need a break. And well, I don't want you guys to just see me for 15 minutes sitting down. So what we will do instead is end it here. I have nearly 2 hours, nice mark. So I'm gonna wish you all a beautiful evening. I hope you enjoyed this little stream, this little streamy stream. And yeah, I gotta say, I enjoyed it. Like, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was, that I can move around a little bit actually and shit. But I sure enjoyed it. So, I wish you all a beautiful evening. And until, well, I guess next time. This case, wait, I'm gonna announce it. I'm gonna say Wednesday. Usual time, 21 p.m. or 21, 21 or 9 p.m. for those Americans or generally English speakers, I think. Until then, I wish you all a beautiful evening and goodbye. Let's go. Wait, here. And goodbye.